Welcome to this month's Tech School. We are here in Collier and Thompson's demonstration kitchen with Chef Cassie Byers of Home Wine Kitchen. And every month, she shows us how to do restaurant techniques in our own home kitchens. What we're doing today is a salt-baked fish, and this is a really ancient technique.
Before we had pans and foil and steamers, this was on the fire, crusted in salt cooking.
It's easy and dramatic and so perfect for a dinner party.
It is. It's visually stunning to bring him out in his little igloo. But you know, there's this technique has gotten some bad publicity that it doesn't add anything to the fish, and I really disagree with that. It creates such a moist, tender, flaky, just the pure flavor of the fish. The finished product is really, really beautiful. It's worth doing.
Today we're working with snapper, and but you should just go to your fishmonger and ask for any whole, super fresh fish.
Yeah, just ask them what they think is best today. You know, what do you have that's head on, tail on, fresh, beautiful, and just cook that, because this technique will work for any large fish like this.
So show us how to salt and crust.
All right, well the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get some egg whites.
So you're just gonna whip up some egg whites and then you're gonna add the salt.
Yes.
So we've reached firm peaks.
Yes, firm peaks.
Full fluffiness.
Full fluffiness. And we're gonna add our salt.
Okay.
And we're gonna fold it in.
And the folding technique is to make sure that you don't deflate the egg whites.
Exactly.
You just kind of pull up and around.
The consistency that you're looking for here is wet sand.
Okay.
Now we just need to get our sheet pan, and then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put a little bit of this on the bottom.
Do we go ahead and
a layer?
Slice these?
Yes, slice the lemons, please.
Thin?
Thinly sliced.
All right.
So now we're just gonna move Ginger over to her
Gingerly move Ginger.
salt cushion. All right, and we're gonna put these lemons inside the cavity, and then some thyme.
See, this is just so easy.
It is so simple. It is so incredibly simple. All right, and that's
beautiful.
That's it.
Okay.
Now we're going to give her new home.
So you want to make sure that the entire thing is encased.
Yes. You don't have to do the head if you don't want to. It does let some steam out, but it's minimal. If you want, you know, the head sticking out for the presentation, that's perfectly acceptable. If you want everything encased, that's fine. If you want to leave the tail out, that's fine. At this point, you're just kind of making it look pretty, so when you take it out of the oven, you can just put it on a platter and serve it like that.
And then wow your guests.
And wow your guests. So we're gonna leave Ginger's tail exposed today. Once you're happy with, you've got no, you know, holes where air can get out, and it's a nice smooth surface, just for visuals, just put her in the oven. And the time will depend on the size of your fish. I'm gonna say for Ginger, she'll take about 20 minutes. And now we're gonna test and see if she's done.
All right.
Best way to do that is just with a butter knife. I'm gonna pull it out and put it on some sort of soft skin, and if it's hot,
Then it's done?
it's done. Now we have to get her out. Now the crack is 1 out of every 5 times. You'll give her a good whack and it'll just all shatter through. And as you get to the cavity, that's where you wanna be careful to not let all the salt get in the fish, or you will have just a really salty flesh. Just scrape that away.
What are some tips for people at home to serve this without getting the bones? Because it's not deboned.
It's not deboned. The best way is kind of what I'm doing here, is just peeling back the skin.
God, that's gorgeous.
And then you can pretty easily lift that meat out using a fish spatula off the bones, because it's just so delicate.
That's
and fresh.
beautiful, look at that. It's a very elegant cooking method because it really preserves the integrity of the flesh of the fish.
Yeah, exactly what the fish should be.
That is beautiful.
Now I'd recommend just digging in.